OpenAI is reportedly in talks with Broadcom to develop AI chips that are specific to OpenAI inferencing models, at least according to a Bloomberg report. The people that were sourced in that reporting said that OpenAI has also approached TSMC about these custom chips. This could be a big move away from the GPU based models like the ones that we see favored by NVIDIA because of their dominance in the GPU market. Evidently, Wall Street liked the reporting as well because stock prices for Broadcom and TSMC went up after the report was released. The question that I have for you, Stephen, is if OpenAI is looking to build custom chips that run their models and don't run on GPUs, could this be a shift in the market with OpenAI leading the charge?
Well, I think it's important to note here that the undercurrent of this story is simply that OpenAI is trying to diversify away from simply being reliant 100% on NVIDIA for the processors that are powering all of its popular AI applications. Previously we had heard that OpenAI was going to develop its own chips, its own foundries, challenge Intel and NVIDIA and AMD and Qualcomm and everybody else for chip dominance. Well, it seems like they're moving back a little bit from that and instead kind of focusing on diversifying their own supplier base. First off, they've started using AMD GPUs, which is real good news for Lisa Su and company in Round Rock or Austin. They're, I'm sure, thrilled to see that OpenAI is buying more AMD GPUs. But they're also hiring a team of chip developers and signing deals with Broadcom and with TSMC to manufacture their own inferencing chips. Now, there's a word in there that's important, and that's inferencing. This is not to build a new training supercomputer. That's probably still going to stick with NVIDIA GPUs and NVIDIA's AI technology. This is for inferencing. This is for you and me running our queries against ChatGPT or whatever other model. And that is a market that not only is poised to explode, but is poised to diversify away from NVIDIA. So traditionally, NVIDIA has really had a lock on the training market with their incredible series of GPUs. But on the inferencing side, it is a little bit of a wide open market. Many companies are developing their own inferencing chips. For example, Google has their TPUs, including the Coral TPU that you and I could buy and run on a Raspberry Pi to do inferencing right now. Apple has their own very powerful NPU in the M series and the latest A series chips, and it's wowing the world, including with the recent announcement of the M4 and M4 Pro Mac Mini and iMac and presumably MacBook Pro laptops this week. And, Qualcomm, that was the basis of their incredible Snapdragon X and Snapdragon Elite. Intel is there. Grok is there with an amazing line of inferencing chips. All of this is to say that the inferencing world is not locked down like the training world is. And that's what OpenAI appears to be looking at here. Why Broadcom? Well, as we've heard at Tech Field Day events repeatedly, Broadcom is not just, the owner of VMware and the maker of many popular network switching platforms. Broadcom also has a very active and powerful chip design unit that can help customers put together custom chips. They are very much involved in this space already. In fact, many of the custom processing or processors that are out there in the market that are assigned to this company or that hyperscaler or this other OEM are actually developed very close with close cooperation from Broadcom because they have the talent to do it. And they also have the IP that they can put in those chip designs. So it makes sense if you were OpenAI that you would reach out to Broadcom and say, hey, we want our own tensor processing chip for inferencing. Broadcom would probably bring some AP or IP to bear to make that happen. It would also make sense to hire some folks who worked at Google. And that's exactly what OpenAI has reportedly done, some of the engineers who worked on the Google TPUs. And it would make sense to sign up TSMC as the manufacturer for those chips going forward. That's the gist of this story, and that's exactly what's happening. So this is no surprise. This is exactly what I would do if I was in charge of OpenAI. And frankly, it shows the direction of the whole market. exploding and exploring new operations, new alternatives for inferencing chips.